Welcome to my channel, and today we will talk about second semester assignments for the subject operations management. This is applicable for December 2022 cycle. So all the students who have registered in the month of maybe Jan, Feb, March, 2022, so they are all applicable for this particular assignment. You can access the assignments from your portal. Go to the NMIMS portal by your login credentials, and on the left hand panel you will find exams. Into exams you will get assignments. From there you will get this particular subject PDF which you can download. In terms of the assignment, it's the same which we had discussed in our previous subject assignments. It's of three questions, each of having 10 marks, and the maximum word count is 1000 words plus minus 10% is acceptable. Two important aspects. Again, saying one is copy case, don't share your assignments with anyone, and the second one is a plagiarism. If you are writing the content from internet or from any other source, try to formulate the sentences in your own words. Now, coming directly to our PDF file. So, if you see, there are three questions which are being provided: first, second, third A, and third B. So, let's discuss each of the question, which page numbers to be referred, what content to be written. So, let's discuss. Firstly, we talk about the very first question: what are the various decision criteria for deciding a location for a business setup? Explain these decision criteria with reference to a location decision for setting up a healthcare setup. Assume a healthcare setup type for your own choice. So, if we see the questions of operation management, each question is having two types, two things. One is a generic ask, which like it is being asking that what are the decision criteria if you are setting up any new business. So, for location, what parameters you need to be taken care. After that, they give you some case study. Like in this case, it's a healthcare setup. So maybe we talk about some hospital. So for in terms of hospital, what are the key parameters for location? It should be nearby, and so many things. So let's discuss each of these things one by one. So first of all, refer to the page number 27, point number 2.2. So going to the page number 27, factors affecting the location decision. In this, you need to firstly mention the steps, which steps you need to perform, like that, identify the set of factors that influence the location decision, establish the relative importance of these measures, and develop a methodology. Definitely, you need to give some importance. We can't cover, we try to cover all the parameters, but it's not possible, not feasible that we get all the parameters at a particular location. So, we need to give weightage and decide that which is important for running your business, and post that you decide that this location will be the best fit for your business. So these are the certain factors, like market related issues. The second one is cost related issues. Third one is regulatory issues and policy issues. And the last one is some other issues. So this is all which we discuss about the generic stuff, that okay, while taking the decision for location factor, these pointers you need to be think of. After that, you need to explain the decision criteria in terms of healthcare setup. If you are setting up any hospital, so it's very important that it should be very near, it should be in some area of the city that is easily accessible. It should not be in the remote areas, because it's not possible for the patients to travel to and come to visit to the hospitals. So that's one of the important criteria. Second thing is the transportation facilities. It's important that you will get a transport facilities. It is easily accessible at the night time, so security is again one important concern. The area wise, it should be a very big area, because if you're opening it, you require an OT, you require a pharmacy. So many things are to be taken care of. So these are all the factors which you need to take care while setting up any pharmacy. Or the best thing which you can do, you can just think of the one of the top hospital in your city, or maybe any hospital, and think of that. Okay, if I want to go to the hospital, which hospital I choose and why I will choose. what are the key factors which will help me and which is easily accessible. So think out from that perspective and write the answers in that format, and just write it a very generic things which you can think of, because it's a case study. So firstly we covered the generic things, and after that we are coming to the specific health uh, healthcare setup. So the first question is pretty much clear. The moving to the second question, explain in detail the various types of plant layout concept that area available in the operations management. Give the examples on where each of these can be employed respectively. Briefly explain a layout applicable for a restaurant format, highlighting the good points and the bottlenecks, if any. So again, it's firstly we are talking about the generic thing, like what is the layout, types of the plant layout. Secondly, we need to choose any of the plant layout. It's not like that, okay, for restaurant it specifically it should be process or it should be the product one. You can choose any of them, and you need to mention, okay, if I am choosing a process, so these are the advantages which will be the best fit for restaurant, and these will be some bottlenecks or disadvantages. Or if you are choosing hybrid, or you can say the fixed layout position, then you need to specify that these will be the advantages and disadvantages if you use this for the restaurant. Let's see which page numbers to be referred, 62 and 63. So going to page number 62. Layout planning. Firstly, you need to give, okay, what is a layout planning? What is the importance in manufacturing and the service organizations which involve the physical arrangement of the different resources? So you need to explain all this stuff. Then it comes to the types of layout. The very first one is the process layout. Second comes the product layout. Third one comes as the group technology layout, and last but not the least is the fixed layout, fixed position layout. You need to explain all of these. If you are just using or putting some diagrams, try to create the diagrams. If not, if you're copying it from somewhere, just give the reference of that particular link. Like if you're using NMIMS, do mention that the source is NMIMS of, or if you are copying it from anywhere from internet, just give the URL of that particular website. So you mention all this stuff, and after that you can just mention a bit about the restaurant's layout. In my case, like I am choosing the process layout. Why I am choosing the process layout? Because a restaurant is more or less a service based approach. So what's the process which follow? A person enters from the gate, or you can say a customer enters from the gate. The waiter or the manager asks that, okay, number of packs you are, like if you say 4 packs or maybe 6 packs. So based on that, it will help you in providing that sitting arrangement. You sit over there, he will provide you the menu card, you will see what needs to be ordered. He calls the waiter, uh, order manager, they takes up the order is sent to the in the kitchen, the actual person who is preparing the order, who is making the order, will prepare the order, the basically the chef. Once the order is completed, he calls the manager or the waiter again to deliver it to the customer. He takes it back from the kitchen, delivers it to the customer, asks sometimes if they are having any more orders. Once the order is completed, the customer asks for the bill, he provides him the bill, he makes the payment, and he makes the checkout. So this is a complete process which is being followed in a restaurant. So that's why I just follow a process based approach. If I talk about the product base, okay, then product base is also applicable. Here the products, what will be the products? The products will be the menu card, the products will be the raw materials, the products will be the finished goods, the product will be the customer billing, the check payment, and finally the exit. So this is a part of the product layout. So you can choose any one of this, or group technology or fixed position. It's purely up to you. So it's not mandate like, okay, I need to choose product or process layout for the restaurant setup. So second question is clear. Moving to our third question, the education sector is a good example wherein the operations involve the involvement of the core teaching function to be coordinating and working in sync with other departments. With reference to the education sector, discuss the following aspects of the operation in a educational setup. Explain the role of operation manager in the interface with other functions of the institute. Give relevant examples. So the question is a little bit tricky, because in this we are talking about a teaching a teaching institute. If you know the teaching institute, the core functions of teaching institute is they just have the students, they are having the faculties, they teach. That's the core their business operation. So how the operation managers comes into the picture? So in this case, you need to explain the other things besides the teaching, right? There is some financing team, there is some management team, there's some team who is involved into sales, there is some teams who involves in admission cell. So all these parts except teaching is one of the important aspect that contribute 50 to 60%, but there are other things which also contribute to 40 to 50%. So you need to explain that rest of the 40 to 50% aspects in terms of the operations managers or operations management. So let's see what page numbers to be referred: 10, 12, and 14. So going to the page number 10. So if you see the page number 10, it's operations as a key functional area. So you need to explain that okay, there are some sub functions in operations as well, and we need to explain those like the finance, marketing, HRM. After that, you need to explain as a system, operations management as a system. So overall, it involves, it forms a system for any corporate or any institute or any warehouse or any retail store, anywhere. It forms a complete process. And lastly, operation management function. What are the key operation management functions? Like the very first one is categorizing them under the different design issues and the control issues, classifying them as a long term and the short term issues. Right. So these are the things which you need to explain, and after that, specifically mention about the teaching institute. So the third question is pretty much clear. Third A question. Moving to the third B question. Define quality and list and discuss in brief the various dimensions of quality in operations. So you need to refer, it's a straightforward question. We need to go to the page number 201, introduction and define quality and the 8 dimensions. So let's quickly see. Definition of quality. What is quality? It provides the quality groups provide alternative approaches to build the quality into products. There are multiple definitions of quality: conformation to specification, fulfilling customer needs, fitness of use. So these are all definitions defined based on these parameters. And if I talk about the dimensions, so in fitness of use, you see that an alternate method to define quality is to understand its various dimensions. Garvin has proposed the 8 dimensions for quality: the performance, features, reliability, conformance, durability, serviceability, aesthetics, safety. So you need to explain these, not 2 lines, but yes, 4 to 5 lines. Just reframe the sentences in your own words so that it will cover up around 450 to 480 words for the third question, third B question. So I think we have covered all the 3 questions and those are pretty much clear. And if you have any issues or facing any doubts in related to assignments or exams, feel free to connect to me at ngasc.mba@gmail.com. If you like this video, do subscribe and stay connected for further videos. Thank you so much.